What do you think the commissioner thought of LeBron James' opinion of play-in games?
I mean, LeBron is rocket fuel, right? To any NBA subject, any subject, period. I mean, he ignites a debate. He did this a couple of months ago when the subject of the All-Star game came up, when he said, why are we having an All-Star game? All of a sudden, it went from kind of a simmering debate to one that was everywhere. LeBron doesn't want to play in the All-Star game. Should the NBA cancel the All-Star game? He's kind of doing it again with the play-in game. And he's not the first player to do this. Obviously, Luka Doncic led the charge on the play-in tournament as well. It is kind of telling, though, Dan, that the two players most critical of the play-in tournament are two players on teams that are sitting right there around the 7th seed. Like that's
and you know who
issue.
loves the play-in games? Steph Curry, because Steph Curry needs the play-in games to be able to get into the playoffs.
And look, the play-in games, I understand there are some wrinkles that need to be ironed out moving forward. You probably don't need the 7 seed involved in the future. You can probably get away with the 8-9 seed competing as you did in the bubble last year, but there's no way you can convince me or anyone that the play-in tournament doesn't have way more value than it has negativity surrounded. You mentioned Golden State. Look at Washington. Back in January, Dan, Washington was a train wreck. They had to miss 2 weeks because of COVID protocols. In a different season, they might have rested Bradley Beal and said, look, come back next year. We're going to get a high draft pick for you to play with. Same thing with Russell Westbrook. Instead, they upgrade the trade deadline. They get Daniel Gafford, who has been great for them. And they're in a position right now to compete for a spot in the play-in tournament. Look, LeBron can say what he wants. The play-in tournament is not going anywhere. This is something that Adam Silver advocated for several years before it was instituted this past season. I talked to Silver about this last summer. He is still very much in favor of it. So while I think we'll see an evolution of it over the next couple of years, the play-in tournament is here to stay.